What's up, guys? Welcome to a rainy edition of the Daily Misfire. Today we're going to be talking about some of my cylinder heads, some of our projects, and just kind of give you guys a good overall update of what's going to be going on here shortly. So, let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to be talking about out of everything first is something you could own. Beware of this. You could own these. They're for sale. But they're a set of Edelbrock aluminum TBI performer heads. Normally they're about $900 a piece. I'm selling them for $900 or $800 total. Asking $800. If you want to know what they are, the link will be in the description down below for the Edelbrock. The Edelbrock's description of them, so you can see all of it. What they are, they're 202-16 straight plug heads. I think it's a 60cc chamber for them. And well, I'll stop showing you me and actually let you see them. Yeah, I'll do something real quick. There you go, that's a little better. There's 60cc chambers, 165 intake runners. These 165 intake runners. I think they're good to 550 lift. With the springs and everything that's set up in them. I got them from a buddy of mine who was building a bigger engine, and he needed higher flowing heads, but I thought they would be really good for either a street head or something down the road, and I realized I don't really have a full need for them. So I don't have a full need for them right now. So my plan was to probably just sell them off to somebody that needs them or want them quicker than I would. But if no one buys them, what I'm going to end up doing is I have a 62 1-ton that we're going to be talking about later that I'll end up putting on a 350 to go on that. So whatever you guys want to do, if someone buys them, buy them. But otherwise, I'm taking them and I'm putting them in my car and we're going to have some fun. So that's what's up with these. Whoever wants these, message me on Instagram, Facebook. Comment down below if you need these and you're in the Northern California area. So that's what's going on with these. Next thing that we're going to talk about is something a little bit more artistic and more fun than I think you normally see from me. And that's this right here. Okay, it's a little dark. Let me brighten it up for you. Wrong way. There it is. Ta-da! This is a 305. Normally, this is, a boat anchor of an engine. No one really cares. Especially because of how grimy this engine was when I got it. The heads are, you can see some of the cylinder walls and stuff are kind of gacked. Inside the cylinder head, it was actually so bad for the combustion chambers and stuff where they're so charred up with all the carbon buildup. That's what I was thinking of. The carbon buildup was so bad, I actually had to beat out with a hammer for this engine. But so needless to say, I don't need a 305. I don't think anyone needs a 305 in their life. My goal with this engine was to probably end up putting this in as a coffee table. So the goal is to pull it all apart. I actually have to pull the lifters out of it. And then to pull the lifters out, I have to pull the crank and the rods out because I probably have to try and beat it out that way. Try to see if I can get a hammer in because I can't actually... I tried to get vice grips on some of these, and I couldn't get them out. So they've been sitting with WD-40 in them for like the last week and a half, and it hasn't done a whole lot. So I'll probably have to do that. But in the long term, it's going to turn into a coffee table because we're going to start doing automotive furniture decor. So if you guys want to see videos on this kind of stuff, let me know and I'll start doing that kind of stuff. I'll probably do a few just so you guys can kind of see it. But we'll do like valve cover lamps and probably like tailgate benches and stuff like that. That's kind of the goal of that. as well as we got some cool horseshoe art that you guys will get to see probably get built. This is a wine rack. I think there's another wine rack back there. That's a wine in bottles. There's a moose. You can see its eyes right there. Wreaths and crosses and stuff. All sorts of good stuff. All for sale, mind you. Then, lights come on. There we are. Nova, which is probably what most of you guys are here to see. Not a whole lot's gonna go on as far as like build wise. What's gonna go on with this car is I'm probably gonna do a 3-inch exhaust because I currently have 2 1/4 in it. And I'm gonna change the fuel delivery system to my FI Tech. So I think that's my biggest weak point in the car is the fuel system going to the FI Tech because it runs at around 5,600 RPM is where it starts running out of fuel. So I'm going to change the fuel system. I'm probably going to go with Holley's, their electric fuel system, just so that way it's good, I'm done, it's over, because I know their system's going to handle what I need to do. And then I'm probably going to buy a universal 3-inch exhaust kit that we're going to put in the car. And that way I might go with Black Widow mufflers. I'm not sure what I'll do. Right now it has Flowmasters in it, just with standard Flowmaster. But I'm not sure yet. So that's kind of what's going on with that. Then, I won't show it to you guys now because there's a tarp over it. But there's a really cool car that we have in mothballs that's about to be taken out. I'm going to write it on our board. It is a... yeah. You can see what I just wrote. And what we need for it is tires. We need some fuel line, battery, and brakes worked on. And for anyone that doesn't know, this is your first, well, none of you will probably know. I posted on it, or about it, I think, 5 days ago from when I'm filming this, so probably a week or so ago. It's actually my 500th post. I kind of buried it because it's kind of a secret mission project car. But that is my dad's 1090 bracket car that he built back in the early 2000s. He stopped racing when I was around, of course. When I started coming around and playing baseball and stuff, the car got put in the corner. And it hasn't ran in 20 years. So, or thereabouts 20 years. So what we're planning on doing is pulling it out, doing what I just wrote down, and we're going to take it out and drag racing. So, and I'm going to be driving. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully, we can get it done before New Year's Eve because there's the New Year's Day drags. And that'd be really fun to take it out on because I think that'd be cool to be out there and running and having fun and doing that. So that's one of our projects with the Nova. The next one is a 67 Camaro, which is my girlfriend's car. We are going to be doing the disc brake swap on the front end of it. We're probably going to be doing shocks and some springs and probably some other little stuff. And that's the immediate part with that car. The next part that we're going to be doing with that car is we're going to be doing a 350 swap. Because, I'll show you the engine. Currently, that car has a 250 straight 6 in it, which is kind of crazy that it still has a straight 6 in it for being a 50-year-old car and being a Camaro. But we have this engine sitting right here, this one right here, not that, that. That is a 68 Camaro 350. It is a 300 horse. It has 194 Fuelie headers or heads on it. So it's the old school head. We'll probably end up putting a different aluminum intake and some. Go through the heads, make sure they're the hardened valve or hardened seats in it because I don't actually know if they're hardened seats. So we'll go through, check the bottom end, make sure it's okay. But that engine's gonna be going in that car, so that way she has a 350. And if I do the exhaust on this, we'll pull my exhaust off this car and we'll put it on her car. So that way she has dual exhaust and her car will be a lot happier. Then the other thing that you guys will get to see is a 62 1-ton flatbed currently Chevy truck, and that is a straight 6 car or truck, but I'm planning on doing the front clip swap, either a square body or a newer model, and either doing a big block, an LS, or a small block. I'm not really sure. Don't really have a full plan yet, but that'll be another project you guys will get to see next year. So we got a lot of stuff lined up, as well as my buddy Bryce's Coronet, and my buddy Zane's truck, and my buddy Matt's truck. So there's a lot of stuff, as well as Andrew's truck, my cousin Andrew's truck. There's a lot of trucks, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to try my best to film all of it, so you guys get to see as much as you can. And this is kind of your little intro to seeing all of that going on. So we'll see how well or how poorly all this will go through. Until then, I'll let you guys check back in later, and be sure to like and subscribe if you like my stuttering mug and all the different projects if you want to see them, and like and subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. So until then, I'll catch you guys in the flip-flop later. Peace.